Donegal GAA, in partnership with CI Toabr, have been taking part in a 5-week football and hurling inclusion training pilot program. The sessions facilitated by Manus Friel, Donegal GAA coach and education coordinator, involved learning the fundamental skills on both football and hurling with a focus on participation and inclusion. The first 4 sessions took place in Cnoc Fola Community Centre, with the final week taking place at the home of the Donegal GAA, the Centre of Excellence in Convoy. In a very special day, being invited to train on the pitches that Jim and the boys use, and even picking up some tips from Donegal star Conor O'Donnell. We caught up with Manus, Aishling and Michael, who originally had the idea to explore doing the GAA training.
Well, I started by the head coordinator emailing Manus Friel to see if it was possible to get a 5-week pilot programme, because Michael did request it.
Yeah, I asked could we do a Gaelic, and then she asked Manus Friel.
There was the GAA for All programme that I run in my own local club, St Michael's. The GAA for All is more aimed at younger children. We have nothing for adults. So I chatted to the head of games here in Donegal GAA, Declan Bushell. I said we were lucky to get this little programme up, and I went then for an initial meeting over with Michael and Evelyn, and we sort of discussed what we would do. But we got up to Cnoc Fola then, up to the hall in Cnoc Fola, and we ran the 4 weeks there. So we done it all indoor, and then just to wrap up then, the 5-week programme, finished it up here today with the outdoor events today, which was good crack. And Michael was my go-to guy in organising the other participants, and I chatting to him about what we were doing each day and the matches and stuff. Michael's a wild man for matches.
So we're doing skills, we're doing dribbling, we're doing passing.
Yeah, no, it seemed like we had different themes every week. So week 1 we worked on carrying and bouncing the ball. Then week 2 we worked a little bit on kicking. Week 3 was on passing, and then last week we done a little bit on some fundamental movements like balance and hurling as well last week. And then this week then we just focused mainly on getting participants out playing matches. I think they did definitely. You could see an improvement week on week with all the participants, and the enjoyment was the main one. Getting people out and active and part of the community was the big thing that we wanted from the programme, and I think we sort of achieved that.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully now Paul Callahan, Inclusion Officer for Ulster GAA, was here. Tanya Roberts, who's chairwoman of the GAA for All Committee in Croke Park, was here. So long-term goal would be to have a Donegal team that could maybe enter into little blitzes. Ulster GAA run blitzes throughout Ulster, so we'd hopefully have a Donegal team then that we could go and play in these blitzes. And then to run out, these include coaching in the coaching game, inclusion activities throughout the county as well. So maybe running out these little programmes and other centres throughout the county.
I don't know yet. I'll see where it takes me.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed working at the programme. I hope, as I say, it becomes something that Donegal GAA, now that we can do it on a more regular basis, have something that where inclusion activities are included all the time there.
A huge thank you to Manus and the coaches for delivering such a brilliant program. Tobar and DCITS were delighted to be involved in this pilot project and hope that it can be rolled out to other centres and the wider community soon.